Hello, welcome to the second part of the electronics portion for the build of my E-Revo. I'm going to be installing radio and going to be using the Flysky FS-GT3C, which I already did away with the seal. The CD with the manual on it is what found out. It's a mini-sized CD. Then got, looks like, extra grip, a charging cable for the battery, which, speaking of battery, it is a lithium polymer one, which 800 milliamps an hour, one has lipo, so I don't have to worry about the double A's. And the remote does have a low voltage setting to it, and includes bind plug, receiver, and antenna tube. Then you've got the remote itself. Which power button right here. Yep. Yeah, which it's got battery at 3.8 volts. Going to just go through off camera here a sec to get familiar with controls and all this setup. Which wheel is a drop down. Feels really good. It is 3-channel, which channel 3 is just a button right there. Then it's got channel 3 trim for the bottom of these two switches, and this is dual rate, and it is a digital type of radio, which just a small foldable antenna. Since the old receiver box doesn't have the full cover for it, I end up grabbing a replacement, so I'm going to unscrew the current one, which I already undid the Phillips screw on this side. Take that off, and for part number I'm going to be using Traxxas 5624, which it's the same exact receiver box as what comes in the Slash. I'm going to install the foam pads, which first off I've got the little small cover, which it takes the larger of the two foam pieces, which just easily peel off the backing for the stickiness, and just apply it to the top cover. Next, going to take the bottom of the receiver box and take the thin strip of foam and peel off the sticky backing to it. Put it right where the wires go in. Now I got the double-sided tape put on the back of my receiver. Going to peel that off and put it into my receiver box, which right here. Looks good. Then next up I'm going to route my antenna through and be ready to install my receiver box, which I am going to use a blue antenna crimp nut. Now that I got the receiver in the proper position, so that I can also get my wires in place and also the antenna attached and the antenna crimp nut, going to go ahead, place it on the chassis and screw it down, which it just simply pops onto the chassis, and use the shorter of the two screws that is included. Now I got screwed in, I routed my steering servo wire in, and temporarily I'm going to be placing the cover onto the receiver box. Just as a quick note, I did end up getting the servo extension put in, which of course channel 1, but now my servo is fully hooked up. Now that my receiver box is all sealed up and I already tried out my radio with my ESC from my Slash just to see if it works, which it did, and my receiver was already bound up with my transmitter. That's all for this electronics portion of my E-Revo build. The only thing that's left is ESC and motor.